What if the biggest leadership risk with AI isn't that it replaces managers, but that it slowly makes every manager sound exactly the same? In today's episode, we're exploring a fascinating new Harvard Business Review article that explains why your greatest competitive advantage in the AI era isn't your prompts or your productivity. It's your unique leadership voice. If you want AI to amplify your leadership instead of flattening it, stay with us. Welcome back to the Manager Lab. Today we're talking about one of the most practical leadership articles I've read recently from Harvard Business Review called Don't Let AI Flatten Your Leadership Style. Most of us are using AI more than ever before. We're asking it to write emails, to summarize meetings, to create presentations, to draft performance reviews, even help prepare difficult conversations. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, good leaders should be learning how to use AI well. But the article raises an important warning. If we're not careful, AI won't replace our leadership. It will homogenize it. Over time, managers begin sounding just the same. They begin sounding alike. Their communication becomes generic. Their coaching becomes formulaic. Their decisions become increasingly dependent on whatever AI recommends. And eventually, employees stop hearing their leader. They're hearing ChatGPT wearing their leader's name tag. The message isn't, don't use AI. The message is this: don't outsource the parts of leadership that only humans can provide. So let's look at several practical takeaways. Number one, let AI do the drafting, not the deciding. So AI is incredibly good at creating first drafts. Use it to organize ideas. Use it to summarize information. Use it to generate options, but don't let it make the final judgment. I was using AI just this morning to draft a quiz for a class that I'm teaching coming up in a few weeks, and I loved the questions that it generated, but I really didn't like the answers. The answers went way too far in depth, and it went in directions that I didn't like, and so I rewrote, or I had AI kind of rewrite the questions several times before I was really happy with that. It's not going to make the final judgment because I didn't think it was the right way to go. So should you promote an employee, or how much feedback should you give? Is this the right time to push harder or show more grace? AI doesn't know your people. It doesn't understand your team's history. It doesn't recognize organizational politics. And it certainly doesn't understand your culture. Only you do. So here's a practical question that every manager should ask before sending anything AI helped create. Does this sound like me? And if the answer is no, keep editing, just like I did this morning. Key takeaway number two: protect your unique leadership voice. Every great leader has a recognizable style. Some are calm, some are energetic, some challenge people. Others encourage more than challenge. Employees learn to trust consistency. So the danger is that AI naturally produces polished, balanced, generic language. And after a while, every email sounds professional, but nothing sounds personal. People don't follow polished leaders. They follow authentic ones. If your employees could remove your name from an email and not know who wrote it, well, you've probably let AI flatten your voice. So instead, intentionally add your own stories, your own observations, your own humor, your own personality. Make sure you infuse that into your work. Those are things AI cannot manufacture. Key takeaway three: don't outsource empathy. One of the easiest mistakes managers make is asking AI to write sensitive conversations. So like performance reviews, or layoff announcements, or employee recognition, conflict conversations. AI can certainly help structure these discussions, but empathy isn't a template. People don't remember perfect wording. They remember whether they felt understood. They want eye contact, curiosity, compassion, presence. Those remain entirely human responsibilities. Takeaway number four: use AI to widen your thinking, not narrow it. Many managers unknowingly use AI to confirm what they already believe. So instead, challenge yourself to ask AI, what am I missing here? What's another perspective? What assumptions am I making? What would someone disagree with here? Now AI becomes a thinking partner instead of a thinking replacement, and that's a much healthier relationship. Key takeaway number 5, experience still matters. Leadership wisdom comes from patterns that you've lived through. You've managed difficult personalities, you've navigated crises, you've earned trust, you've made mistakes, and AI has access to all of this information. You have experience. Those aren't the same thing. And so when the two work together, that's where great leadership really happens. So here's 5 practical actions that you can start taking this week. And let's finish with these habits. First, use the 80-20 rule. Let AI create the first 80%. You own the final 20%. That's where your judgment, your stories, your examples, and your personality really belong. Second, never send the first AI draft. Please don't do this. So pause, read it aloud. Would your team immediately recognize your voice? And if not, rewrite that. Third, use AI before conversations, not during them. Ask AI to help you prepare, brainstorm questions, think through possible employee reactions. But once you're sitting across from someone, be fully present. Leadership happens in the conversation, not in the prompt. Fourth, intentionally tell more stories. AI deals with information really well, but leaders inspire through stories, and your experiences of those stories and through those stories create credibility. So share your lessons that you've learned, share your failures, your successes, because stories create connection. And finally, develop your own leadership philosophy. Ask yourself, what do I want people to experience when they work with me? How do I want people to describe my leadership? What values should consistently show up in every conversation? And then use AI to support those values. Never replace them. AI is one of the greatest productivity tools managers have ever been given. But leadership has never been about producing more words. It's about creating more trust. Technology can help us move faster, but it cannot help us become more authentic. The leaders who thrive over the next decade won't be the ones who use AI the most. They'll be the ones who use AI wisely while protecting the qualities that people still crave from a leader, like judgment, courage, empathy, authenticity, and genuine human connection. Because at the end of the day, people don't follow algorithms. They follow leaders. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time we meet in the Manager Lab, do good work.